Hello, everyone. This is Bry Arsenal, and welcome to You Will Not Remain. You Will Not Remain is a story about isolation that contains dark themes and deals with mental health issues. These include, but are not limited to, anxiety, depression, dissociation, and suicidal ideation. Viewer discretion is advised. So here we are. Game is pretty simple. It is meant to be played in one sitting. There's no saving, no save files, nothing along those lines. It is a short and just you'll see. It's kind of a Lovecraftian game. Yes. Time to wake up. Plenty. Lovely. Let's go. Fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. Alright. Sorry, I'm not used to reading, so you still have plenty of grounds and instant when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. Making it is as much of a ritual as it is comfort. You cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, and the strange shapes your hands make around porcelain. You pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. Great. What's the TV say? Channel after channel of nothing. Alright, what's outside? Is it getting bigger, or was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was a beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not. Haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. Lovely. There's not much else to do. You can walk circles around the apartment, or you can go back to bed. Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You have surely heard it before this. Alright, let's go check that out. Better go see what it is, just in case. Come on. Open the door. You know you can. Can't you? You can do this. Come on. Like saying the words will help. Just do it. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. But there is a puppy. It's only down the hall. You can do this. My character also said he's explored other apartments on this floor, so I don't know. There's something wrong with this apartment. Hello, puppy. Is that a dog? But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. Its thin skin stretched tight across ribs, long body all bones and hard angles. Hey, it's okay, I'm not here to hurt you. That's right, everything is okay. Do you want to come with me? Is that a yes? The dog jumps forward before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Whoa, down boy. Drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of a mouth bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it will be like nothing has ever been here at all. The dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Just a little further. The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to go to sleep. Bed. I guess you're sleeping with me. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you've settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm, metallic breath lulling you to sleep. How lovely. We got a dog now. And we enter this weird dream state. You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. No. Stay. No. You can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened. Stay inside. Please. No. And our puppy wakes us up. Good morning. Alright. We're awake. You can't complain though, not when it saved you from... Right, you have a dog now, a very strange looking dog. Well, first off, plant. You water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something. Couldn't tell you. Coffee. You make coffee, just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup, until the liquid cools, just like every other morning. But this time something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway, bitter all the way down. Are you hungry? You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. You get it water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. It's eating so fast you barely see it chew. You better not throw that up. Oh. Cook for myself? Well, you fed the dog, may as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stovetop. You eat from the pan standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Well, let's go find out. You want to leave? Okay, you're the boss. But it feels wrong now. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Hold your horses. Alright, up we go. You've never been up here. Oh, that's... You're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in. The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. Alright. Let's go play catch. Lovely. You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday, at least one of them, maybe even all of them. I think that's enough for one day. We can come back tomorrow. Well, someone's in a rush. Didn't take you long to figure out home? The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? You can't remember. I'm sorry, I think that's all that I have for today. I guess this is my life now. Now I can always head out here. Cool. Alright, head to bed. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them, not since... The dog lays atop you, heavier than expected, seeing as it's skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. You wish this was over. Very depressing. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You type in her number into your phone. You know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. It rings out. You try again, and again, and again. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine, you try to convince yourself. Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs, just in time. Just in time. So this eldritch horror thing is unable to get into buildings. Reminds me of a creepypasta, I think, actually. When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty, a need so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean. You used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. But yeah, it reminds me of a creepypasta called, I think the creepypasta title is called Psychosis, and it's about this exact situation. Eldritch horror is outside, and it's able to mind control people, and it's trying to mind control all of humanity, but it can't get through doors, which, alright, weird flex, but, you know, okay. It's an interesting read. You should all go check it out. First things first, coffee. You make it, hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, foreign in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some. Here you go. Something to eat. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. What's your name? You can't keep calling them dog, after all. That's very helpful. How about Rex? Marble. Marble sink. Gas stove. Shank? Lamb shank? Alright, lamb shank. Works out. Alright, you're the boss. The newly named lamb shank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine, let's go outside. Yes, yes, come on. Don't worry, guys, from what I know, this game does not have any jump scares, even though it is a bit like a creepy atmosphere. Fret not. I am not a person that plays horror games. I will play creepy games, though. The sky it's there. Don't think about it. Just sit here, play fetch with your dog, and hope that the ball does not go over the side of the building. How long has it been since you became stuck here? Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in their backs shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough. Time to go back. Alright, time to head back. Time to go to sleep. Very repetitive. Going through the motions here. Will I cook for myself? You should eat something. But maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat lamb shank? Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. I'm coming. Alright, time to eat. Or time to sleep. You and Lambshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. You'd do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? Oh. Lovely. It's... How? It hurts to look at. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. You go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home, and everything will be the way it always was. This is your public service announcement. The voice is robotic, clinical, and detached while the world forever changes. Do not let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from the outside. We repeat, people from the outside are displaying signs. Alright. Predictable. You take care of the plant. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hand's unfamiliar. Your body unfamiliar. Your mind alien even after all this time. But we do it. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. It's time to feed Lambshank. You fill up the food bowl. Lambshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungry out here, more alien. Lambshank has decided it's time for fetch. Very well. Let's go play fetch. Alright. Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. Finished. But you have Lambshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wood and nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. For however long that is. Time to go, Lambshank. Time for bed. Huh, that's weird. You can hear something. What? No, you're imagining things. Not possible. It can't be. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Lambshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fun to see. You pet Lambshank, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. You're so tired. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? Please, let me in. She's here. She's safe. Do not let them in. They will hurt you. You have to let me in. We repeat, they will hurt you. You're at the door, unable to open it, heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in. You do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move, to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else. Like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself like someone else would watch you. Please, I'm so scared. So are you. White noise. White. You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. Not safe. The screaming starts. You are brittle, and this is what breaks you. I'm up, Lambshank, I'm up. Is anything real? Is anything real? Is anything real? You water the plant just in case. Is anything real? Anything real? Real or not, you need to feed Lambshank. You fill up the food bowl. Is anything real? If this is real, does it mean anything? And what's worse, that this isn't real, or that it is and means nothing at all? You can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelt. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. Time to go, Lambshank. And we keep walking. Keep moving on. Keep living the life that we know. At least we have a little bit of companionship now. Not a chance. Alright, fair enough. to bed. You pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. Attention, citizens. Attention, citizens, the city has fallen. That's enough, Lambshank. In the coming months, we will be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lambshank, we might be able to leave. Make sure to keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... Lambshank, what's wrong? Lambshank looks nervously around the room, flinches at the sound of the radio. We will tell you when it's safe to leave. It's okay, let's go to bed. Everything is going to be okay. You get under the covers. For the first time, Lambshank doesn't join you. Anything but this. You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor. We repeat, do not let anything in. Screaming continues, on, and... Time passes and stops and starts, the radio cracking in and out of life, her screams softening, pleas getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise, nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. You wake slowly. You're used to Lambshank acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. He's across the room, staring out the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know. You water the plant. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. No, you can't. Your stomach keeps turning over and over like something is trying to escape alive. You leave it. The cup's strangely lonely when filled to the brim. You fill the bowl, but Lambshank does not come running. Lambshank, food time. He ignores you. Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. The pickup zone is... It's time to go. You'll never see this place again. Is that a good thing? What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls? Outside the city? Do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skins, soft hands, soft hearts? Will they now be as foreign to you as the sky? There it is, the door. Come on, Lambshank. There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, the few that remained with you, but you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. You pull down one of the boards. Hush, Lambshank. The noise had been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taken their chances in the city falling around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage, every day played out again and again until... You pull down a second board. Lambshank, that's enough. You've never yelled at Lambshank before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. Know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. You pull down the final board. A beginning and an end, you think. You'd been the one to put them here, a reminder to never leave as the city's siren song promised an escape. You lay your hands on the door, palms sweaty against the cool glass. Lambshank, you ready? He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. You pull a key from your pocket, fit it into the lock, turn the handle. Ooh. Lambshank lashes forward, closing his mouth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backwards, away from the door. Lambshank! Lambshank, what's going on? Every part of Lambshank looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peel back from gleamy teeth as saliva drips from a maw gaping impossibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. Lambshank! Knock. Knock. Knock, 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 knock. It can't. As our puppy saves us. Inside. You're inside again. What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food. The leftovers of leftovers that you'd served, still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door? Lambshank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Thank you, Lambshank. He jumps on the spot, proud to have protected you. Really, I mean it. Hold your horses. Give me a minute. Can you just go back to this in-between life and of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Nothing. Tonight or maybe tomorrow or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lambshank was right to be afraid. Nothing. You're not sure what you expect. Then we head this way. Alright. Now, here we technically have two choices. The first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and play fetch with my dog. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of the game. Us staying in this building with our dog. And what I'll do is I will replay the game, come back, and when I get to this point, we will turn around and we will go to the door. Because that is the second option. Alright. Play fetch. You've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied, if such a thing is possible. It's not roiling in the clouds, instead breathing slowly around the tips of skyscrapers, the longest, softest breath you've ever felt vibrate through your bones. Is this it? Is this everything? Is this where you must remain? We remained. We stayed. So yeah, that was You Will Not Remain. In the end, we stayed with our dog. And it feels like the right decision. Like, going outside is probably clearly bad. But I will see you all just about 20 minutes or so when I clear this game again. I'll see you then. Alright, everyone. So I am back. He just ran upstairs, so let's go ahead and turn around and, abandon our dog, essentially, to go see what's outside. I want you guys to know that if there is a jump scare in this, on the off chance, I will have put a comment with a timestamp. Better not. Oh. Huh. Was that... It just said better not. Okay, I guess that's not a canon ending. Wondrous. So I just returned to my puppy, and sorry guys, I thought it was a different ending to the game. I seen it as an achievement, and I was like, absolutely. So anyway, with that being the case, this was You Will Not Remain. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. This has been Briar Arsenal. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.